of you to join me. This is the first voiceover I do in English, and so it's for a Dutch movie I've already made. This is the owl. This is a little swap that I made for the regional event in Holland, and yeah, it has a nice mosaic punch on the top just to form like little ears or such. And I'll show you now how it's made. I made it in different colors, used with the Brights collection. So it's the Daffodil Delight, Bermuda Bay, and what's that lovely pink again? Yeah, it slipped my mind for a second. Um, Melon Mambo it is Melon Mambo. I'll show you now how it's made. What I did is I took a piece of crumb cake, and it is 5.5 by 3 inches, and I'm gonna score that on, and first I need the thing to open. I'm gonna score it at 1 3/4 in just a second. Yes, there we go, 1 3/4, 2.5, 4 1/4, and 5. I'm just gonna make those score lines a little deeper because I was too light-handed. Then I turned it a quarter and I scored it at 3 1/4. So 3 1/4 inch. And that's it basically. So what I did then, I got my trusty Stampin' Up scissors. I actually just got them. Mine were in desperate need of replacement. And I really like it. It's really, yeah, light-handed, and it's got a really, really pointy tip. So I love it. I'm just going to cut the little left corner, and I'm gonna cut that in an angle. So the middle panels I cut straight, and then the side flaps I cut in at a quarter, or at an angle, I must say, so that you can see that it's got a little dent in, and that will make it nice to fold later on. Okay, let's put those aside. Since this is a swap of mine for the regional event in Holland, I placed my my name and my blog and my email there on a stamp I have. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my bone folder, I think. No, not at all. It's the modern mosaic punch, just to make an indentation on the top as to form the ears of the owl. So I'm just going to line that up in the middle of the bigger panels, and I line it up with just slightly over the squares in the punch. So you can see here, it is to form little ears, or yeah, just to give some shape to his head. So what I do now is grab my bone folder, and I'm going to make crisp creases of all the folds. And I used to have a Martha Stewart bone folder, but it wasn't really bone. This is Teflon, I think, but the Martha Stewart one is more, yeah, plasticky, and this is, yeah, way heavier and way more heavy duty, I should say. So I like the way it's lying in my hand and the way it feels. So yeah, I love it. Okay, then I've got all my folds done. What is resting now is the little feet. And what I would do, I would take the boho blossoms, and I would take the upper one, and I took that in, I think it's Tangerine Tango or Pumpkin Pie. I think, no, Pumpkin Pie, I'm sorry. And I'm just going to cut 2 petals, so one on each side, as to form like triangles more. And those will be his little feet. So you got three, yeah, flippers for his feet, or three toes, and then the little top. I'm going to grab some glue and just glue the top of the feet because they will be glued slightly off the box so that they can form really flappy feet. So you see here, I'm just going to glue the top corner or the top triangle of those feet to the box and leave them hanging off. So I can fold them around later and they can, like this, they can make really cute feet or flippers or whatever you want to call it basically. Then I've got a circle and I pushed it through the Fancy Fan embossing folder. And I'm going to cut the bottom half, or no, not the bottom half, just a slither off of it. This Bermuda Bay round or circle is going to form his belly, the belly of the owl. And I did that especially with the Fancy Fan because it mimics feathers, I thought at least. Okay, it's coming about. I need to move that little foot, just a slither, so that it can fit right around or right under the circle. Okay. What I took then was the little Christmas ornament in the Christmas little bitty punch pack. And it just will make the tiniest little, cutest little beak. They come in a set with, like you saw, the Christmas tree and a little star. But this little ornament, again punched out in pumpkin pie, will make the cutest little beak. So I'm just going to glue that on in the center, right, centered around, yeah, a little bit towards the top. Then I took some Whisper White, and those are 1-inch circles. And those will form his big round eyes. I'm using liquid glue here because I made this about 3 weeks before the regional event, and I was wanting to use the tape runners, but I figured that if I do that, then the entire box will fall apart because yeah, the glue wouldn't stick. So I'm using liquid glue for this. Then I took some 3¼ inch basic black circles. And those will form the inner eye. I'm just going to glue those on as well. And it's a bit more messy if you use liquid glue, but it will stay better. Okay. He's coming along really cute, don't you think? Just pressing it on. Okay. What's resting now is a little heart, which we will stick to his belly. And then I got a 1 inch and a quarter of what is it? A scallop circle, sorry. And I pushed it through the polka dot embossing folder, and those will form his wings. So I cut it in half. I'll just glue it with the straight half on top. So I'm just going to put some glue, just, yeah, on the far upper corner. And I'm going to glue those under the eyes. And again, these wings are in crumb cake because the entire box really forms the body of the owl, and so his wings must also be in crumb cake. And then what I've got here is my Uniball Signo pen. I'm just going to draw in some whites in his eyes, just to make it even more cuter. And I do that by just drawing some round exclamation marks. Okay, well, almost finished. We're just going to need to glue the box together. I'm just going to put some tape runner on the little flaps. It doesn't really matter if they don't stick as good. And I'm going to put some sticky strip on the rest. So here on the side flap. And on the one of the bottom flaps. And what I should have done here is left the red backing off or on, because what I'm going to make now is a really, really messed up error. You see here what I'm going to do? I'm going to glue the box together, which of course is not entirely my meaning. So I have to pry it open again. Stupid, stupid little me. But it's coming along, thank God. All the hard work for nothing. And thank God it's the bottom of the box, so it really doesn't show that much. So what what I need to do now is just put again some sticky strip on the bottom flap. And then it will come along again nicely. So just prying that red backing off. It always seems the hardest thing to do. And if you get it off, then it sticks to your hand. And you're like flapping around to get the static red strip off. Okay, just lining it up and carefully gluing it straight on. Then I'm folding the feet somewhat so they can stand up straight. And there you've got it. You can put some raisins in it, or some Smarties, or Skittles, like little box of Skittles, or a little sachet of M&Ms, or yeah, what have you. It's also a cute idea to pass on if your kid has its birthday on school. Here in the Netherlands, we share little treats with the other classmates if we are having our birthday. So yeah, it's finished. I hope you like it. If you have any questions, please don't don't hesitate to email me. My email address is stampingsale@gmail.com, or you can visit my blog, which is in Dutch. That's stampinsale.blogspot.nl. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked it, and see you again. Bye.